Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Dr. Terry Dubrow issues caution to Hollywood. Trying to pursue perfection can ruin careers, plus Heather says she only opts in for non-surgical solutions. Dr. Terry Dubrow, the famed plastic surgeon known for his work on Botched and Real Housewives of Orange County, is sounding the alarm on Hollywood's obsession with youth and surgical perfection. In a candid interview with Fox News Digital, Dubrow warned that both celebrities and everyday people are pushing cosmetic procedures to dangerous extremes. Aging is becoming a disease, Dubrow said, as he discussed the unhealthy pursuit of flawlessness that's gripping both social media and the entertainment industry. Some people do have a certain amount of BDD, body dysmorphic disorder, he explained. And I think there's a spectrum of it, and some people, not necessarily celebrities, but some people just may do plastic surgery for not the greatest reasons, and they're trying to pursue perfection. He believes a major driver of this trend is social media's filtered reality, and now the growing influence of artificial intelligence. Everybody is portraying, as you know, through filtering and other processes. Now AI, of course, is going to be influencing that, idealized versions of themselves. And celebrities are now transparent, admitting to plastic surgery, and are looking really good, Dubrow said. Despite the increasing normalization of cosmetic work, Dubrow cautions that altering your appearance too drastically can backfire, especially in Hollywood, where your image can define your entire career. If you're a female celebrity who's gotten older, it's okay to look a little different, just as long as you don't do the sort of Jennifer Grey thing, he said, referring to the Dirty Dancing star who famously underwent a nose job that left her virtually unrecognizable. You go from looking one way on Dirty Dancing, having your nose done, and then you're out of the industry because you changed your whole look. Jennifer Grey herself acknowledged the impact of that decision in her memoir, Out of the Corner, writing, "Overnight I lose my identity and my career." On the flip side, Dubrow pointed to actors like Brad Pitt as examples of aging gracefully and subtly. "Brad Pitt looks unbelievable," he said. "What I love about the way Brad Pitt looks, and I have no inside information about Brad Pitt, is he looks like Brad Pitt. He looks unaltered. If you did anything to alter Brad Pitt's Brad Pittness, even if he looked good, it would be a fail. Because what are you going to do to make Brad Pitt look better?" While Pitt hasn't confirmed any procedures, he told NDTV in 2022, "I could say I eat well, but I don't. I could say I meditate, but not really. I would say I've got a lot of lovely people in my life and I stay creative." Another name Dubrow praises is Lindsay Lohan, noting that whatever she's had done was really, really good. He added, "Whatever she's done was done really well. I think whatever she does, it's worked." Lohan, 39, hasn't confirmed surgery, but earlier this year told Elle, "Everyone does Botox." She's also been open about having Morpheus 8, a microneedling treatment, and credits her dermatologist for her look. Heather Dubrow, Terry's wife and fellow Real Housewives star, also chimed in on the pressure of maintaining a youthful appearance, especially under the scrutiny of HD television. "I'm as vain as the next person. Being on high-definition television at this age is not for the faint of heart," she said, adding that she's always opted for the non-surgical solutions to anti-aging. But Heather's focus has shifted toward strength and longevity, rather than image alone. "I want to be like a fit mom, meaning I want to have longevity," she said. "I remember seeing a picture of Goldie Hawn a few years ago, and she had her granddaughter in a backpack. She was in her 70s, and I was like, that's what I want. I'm not looking at pictures of the girls on the beach in the bikini going, ooh, that's a nice butt. I'm going, look at her with her granddaughter on her back, and she is fit, and she's moving, and she's flexible, and she's alive. That's what I think about." Dr. Terry Dubrow, the celebrity plastic surgeon and star of Botched, has built a career fixing the mistakes of overzealous cosmetic procedures, both in the operating room and in Hollywood's sometimes unforgiving spotlight. But in a new candid warning, he's urging the entertainment industry to slow down, take a deep breath, and recognize that chasing an unrealistic ideal of physical perfection can do more harm than good, not just to the body, but to careers, reputations, and even mental health. The backdrop for Dubrow's message is a town where appearances are currency, youth is prized above all else, and the line between a little enhancement and going too far can be razor thin. He's seen it all: lips overfilled to cartoonish proportions, noses carved down to the point of collapse, faces pulled so tight they lose all human warmth. And in his eyes, the root cause is always the same: the seductive, dangerous belief that one more tweak will finally make someone perfect. Hollywood has this way of making you believe that you're just one procedure away from the role of your dreams, Dubrow says. But I've seen it derail promising careers because the person ends up looking nothing like the headshots that got them noticed in the first place. Casting directors want authenticity, not a wax figure version of you. The pressure isn't just coming from industry executives. Social media, with its filters, Facetune apps, and an endless parade of influencers flaunting impossibly smooth skin, has created a moving target for beauty standards. What looked flawless a year ago is now outdated, and a fresh wave of cosmetic trends, from fox eye lifts to jawline contouring, sweeps in. For actors and entertainers whose livelihoods depend on being camera-ready, the temptation to chase the latest it look can be overwhelming. Dubrow has treated many patients whose careers were unintentionally sabotaged by excessive cosmetic work. They come in thinking they're doing something subtle, he explains, but on camera, even a tiny change can dramatically alter how a face reads. Suddenly, you can't play the girl next door, the romantic lead, or the tough detective, because your expressions no longer match the role. It's not just about losing range in acting. Dubrow emphasizes that overdoing it can break the emotional connection between performer and audience. When someone's face is frozen or overly altered, it's hard for viewers to empathize. Humans are wired to respond to natural microexpressions. Take those away, and you lose the magic. Heather Dubrow's gentle approach. Interestingly, within the Dubrow household, there's a living example of his philosophy in practice. His wife, Heather Dubrow, actress and Real Housewives of Orange County star. Heather has been in the public eye for decades, yet she's managed to avoid the unrecognizable transformation trap that claims so many in Hollywood. Her secret? A firm commitment to non-surgical solutions. I'm not anti-aesthetic treatments, Heather clarifies. I love skincare, I'll do lasers, I'll try a little Botox here and there, but I have zero desire to go under the knife unless it's medically necessary. I've seen what happens when people keep chasing the next big procedure, and it's rarely worth it. Heather credits this measured approach not just to her husband's professional wisdom, but to her own understanding of the industry. As an actress, she knows that subtle changes can refresh a look, but drastic ones can cost you roles. As a reality star, she's acutely aware that audiences connect with authenticity, and viewers are quick to reject a cast member who suddenly looks like an entirely different person. My face tells the story of my life, Heather says. I want people to see me smile and know it's me, not a version of me who's been carved into a trend. The psychological toll of perfectionism. Both Terry and Heather agree that the biggest danger of pursuing perfection isn't just the physical risks, it's the psychological ones. Dubrow has seen how repeated procedures can become addictive. Once you start altering things, you stop seeing yourself objectively, he says. You fix one perceived flaw, and suddenly you notice 3 more. You start believing you're just a surgery away from finally feeling confident, but that finish line keeps moving. Heather echoes this sentiment, noting how easy it is to lose perspective in Hollywood. You're constantly photographed, critiqued, compared to people 10 years younger. Without a strong sense of self, You can end up making decisions from a place of fear instead of self-love. That fear can spiral into a career killer. If your appearance changes too dramatically, your personal brand, so vital in Hollywood, can become fractured. Fans might not recognize you. Casting agents may think your image is inconsistent, and worst of all, you might not recognize yourself.